Hello, greetings, and welcome to Dividend Blasters. This is our 14th video. The purpose of today's video, it's a little different than previous videos. While we're not going to be discussing dividend growth investments per se, we're going to talk about something that's very important and very directly related to your ability to be an effective dividend growth investor, and that is giving attention to managing your debt reduction efforts. I've gotten a few requests from folks who have said, listen, I want to be an effective dividend growth investor. I want to, I want to purchase SCHD every month. I want to purchase JEPI every month. I want to purchase VYM every month. But I've got a lot of credit card debt um, that I need to work on, and I'm getting hit with fairly high minimum payments that I can barely meet. uh, what do I do? So, my answer is this. I don't have a magic bullet answer that's going to make all your debt go away. And nobody does. And if they tell you they do, they're lying. But what you can do that I can tell you is you need to pay off more than the minimum amount. You need to do that every single month. These credit card companies, they do not want you to do that. They want you to pay the minimum amount so they can string you along for years and years and make more interest off of you. When we talked about dividend growth investments, we talked about the dividend snowball. Well, guess what? This is their dividend snowball, and you are the snow. Okay, so don't let them do that to you. You want to pay these off as soon as you can. Now, do you need to pay them off before you can resume dividend growth investing? Maybe, maybe not. It depends on your personal situation. Um, I will tell you that you need to take a close look and see what you can do given your income, your expenses, and your appetite for investing. Um, but what I can tell you is this. I have identified 3 tools online that are free that give you some good insight into a timeline that it will take you to become debt free. They're calculators and they're pretty cool. I have had issues with debt reduction in the past, and this is before they had these things. And I would get on Excel and I would put together a model, and I'd figure out how long it would take for me to get out of debt. These things are far more sophisticated, much better than that, and will save you a lot of time. And they are free. There are ones out there that are not free, with some bells and whistles on them. I will tell you, if you're in debt, I wouldn't go for them. I go for the free stuff. Free is good. So before I go on, quick disclaimer: I'm not a financial advisor. Purpose of this video is for information and education. It reflects my opinions and the research I just mentioned to you. Um, do your own research, do your own due diligence, consult a financial advisor prior to going ahead and doing these things. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pivot to some of these cool tools that I found online. Okay, the first one is at RamseySolutions.com. We all know Dave Ramsey. He's a very well regarded, wise man, um, um, and gives out financial advice. And he's a smart guy, and I like him. I found this tool to be really straightforward and really insightful. And what you can do is here at RamseySolutions.com. You can go ahead and I'm going to go back to the first page, and you can select the different type of debt you're managing, and you can type in whether it's car loan, credit card, student loan, other non-mortgage debt. Let's go ahead and select credit card. 23%. Okay, that sounds like a mafia rate, doesn't it? That's a high rate, and that's pretty standard with credit card debts from what I've seen. Let's say you got $100,000 in credit card debt, and let's say you're going to pay $2,000 a month. Well, you want to know, if I pay $2,000 a month, how long is it going to take for me to get debt free? You also have an option to add an additional amount above and beyond the minimum. So let's say your minimum is 2,000. Okay, let's just say you're making the minimum, and it's March 2023. Where's this going to get you? We can click on this calculator, and guess what? This is going to take you a little over 14 years. So 12 years or 14 years and 2 months. That's how long it's going to take. And you know what? You can actually, you don't even need to toggle back. You can put in your extra additional payment above and beyond the minimum 2,000. Let's say you're going to make an additional $100. Well, that's going to knock off more than 3.5 years. Let's say it's 150. Look at that. 4.5 years. Let's say it's 250. Now, honestly, above and beyond $2,000 a month, 2,000 is a lot of money for a lot of people. An extra 250 is probably going to be difficult for a lot of people. But you see what the point that I'm making here is what you can do is you can get some insight into getting into a disciplined plan for debt reduction, just like you're in a disciplined plan for dividend growth investing. You can do them side by side. You can allocate your dollars and say, well, I'm going to go ahead and put $2,000 towards credit card reduction this month. I'm going to put maybe 250 towards dividend growth investing this month. And you know what? As you start to reduce your debt, you can start to invert them, and you can do it month by month. And as you build your wealth through your dividend growth investing, you will reduce your debt at the same time. So really, it's almost like putting together a budget. It is a budget. One is for really two streams you're creating out of your budget. One is for wealth building, the other one is for debt reduction. So this to me is an outstanding tool. It is free, and I like free. It is RamseySolutions.com. Check it out. Let's go to another one. Another one I found is Bankrate.com, and it's not bad. It does the same thing. It gets a little kludgy here with the months to pay off, but let's go ahead and just do this here. We'll show it live. $100,000, again, 23% interest rate, $2,000 a month. Calculate. Okay, 168 months. It's about 14 years. This is a good tool. What I like about the first tool is it gives you the month. Okay, it gives you the month of when you're going to be done, and you can actually go ahead and essentially do um, uh, an incremental analysis of additional payments to see how that affects your payoff date. This one's fine, but they're both free. I like the Ramsey Solutions one, but they're both good. And then we have another one at calculator.net. Let's check this out. $100,000. Okay. Minimum payment $2,000 a month. 23%. Calculate. 14 years. Okay. So you know what's striking is look at the interest payments you're making. $234,000. That's quite a bit. But the purpose here is not to dwell on the depressing part of all the interest you're paying with these damn credit cards, or loan payments. And forgive my cursing, but it annoys the heck out of me. But to show you that there are some tools here that will give you some insight into how to reduce your debt. So these are just three tools out there. I like the Ramsey Solutions one. This is one that I am going to recommend to friends and colleagues. I'm going to recommend all three of them, but I'm going to basically say this one is cool and it's fairly easy to use. You can check it out. And I would say, hey, you know what? If you have others that you find, let us know at the channel. Give some comments at the bottom or shoot me an email. I greatly appreciate your time, and I would ask if you thought this video was enjoyable, please give us a like. and subscribe to our channel, and feel free to share it with your friends and family members. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.